All right, let's talk about scaling your agency. What if you could take on way more clients without having to hire a bunch more people? It sounds too good to be true, right? Well, today we're diving into the Go High Level Snapshot method, a strategy that's all about scaling your business, not just your team. Let's do this.
So does this sound familiar? You're killing it, you're landing new clients, but instead of celebrating, you're kind of dreading it. Suddenly your team is just buried under a mountain of manual setups. Growth starts to feel less like a win and more like a massive headache.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. More clients should mean more profit, not more chaos. But that manual work, it's a total profit killer. We're talking hours and hours of building the same funnels, the same workflows over and over again. Not only is it slow, but it's a recipe for inconsistency. One person forgets one tiny step and boom, your client's results suffer and your reputation takes a hit. That's money right out of your pocket.
Okay, so how do we fix this mess? Enter the Go High Level Snapshot. This thing is an absolute game changer. So what is it? Put simply, it's a complete reusable template of your entire client setup. Think funnels, workflows, forms, all of it, ready to be cloned in just a few clicks.
The best way to think about it, it's like a digital blueprint for your most successful client system. You put in the work one time to build out the absolute perfect setup, your highest converting funnels, your slickest workflows, and then you just stamp out a perfect copy for every new client, instantly. And look, this isn't just some neat little time saver. This is basically an unfair advantage for your agency. Seriously, you're going to onboard clients in minutes, not days. You're going to get 100% consistency across every single account. You can scale to the moon without hiring more staff. And what does that all add up to? Higher profit margins on every single client. You're delivering massive value from day one.
So how do you actually make one of these? Now this is a super important point, so listen up. You don't just, click a button and build Snapshot. The pro move, the right way to do it, is to build a sub-account first. You build out a perfect template account and then you capture it as a snapshot. It's a subtle but crucial difference.
So let's walk through building your master blueprint. It's actually pretty straightforward. Step 1, you create a brand new sub-account that's just for your template. Step 2, you go in there and build out everything, all your best funnels, your proven workflows, all your assets. Step 3, you polish it, you perfect it until it represents your absolute ideal client setup. And only then, as the last step, are you ready to capture it. It's all about cloning excellence, not just cloning something that's good enough.
And when I say it captures everything, I mean everything. This isn't just a few forms, we're talking the whole shebang. Your workflows, your funnels, your calendars, your forms, all your emails and campaigns, even your custom fields and values. It'll even grab the structure of your LinkedIn ad campaigns. It's literally a copy of the entire engine you've built.
Okay, but here's something just as important, if not more so. What it does not capture, and this is huge for your peace of mind. The system is smart enough to know that client data is off limits. So no contacts, no appointments, no private conversations, no Stripe connections, none of that gets copied. Your client's data is totally safe and sound. You're just cloning the blueprint, not the private stuff inside.
All right, so you've built your masterpiece. Your master blueprint is ready to go. Now, for the fun part, let's talk about actually using it to onboard clients in a flash.
But wait a second. A question I get all the time is, what about existing clients? If I load a snapshot into an account that already has stuff in it, is it going to delete everything? I mean, that's a terrifying thought, right?
And the answer, thankfully, is a huge, resounding no. Phew. Nothing gets replaced or deleted unless you choose to override it during the import. You are always in the driver's seat.
So here's how that works. When you go to import, the system scans for conflicts. That's when an item in your snapshot has the same name as something already in the client's account, and you get a really simple choice for each conflict. You can either override, which replaces the client's existing item with your new one, or you can skip, which just keeps the client's thing and doesn't import yours. Simple.
But, and this is a big but, a word of caution here. The override button is permanent. There is no oops undo button. So you have to review those conflicts carefully before you click OK. Because if you accidentally replace a custom workflow your client loves, it's gone. Okay, let's get into some pro tips to really turn this into a scaling machine. First, don't just have one generic snapshot. Create unique ones for your different niches. Your e-commerce snapshot should be totally different from your one for local service businesses. Second, always have a post-import checklist. And third, use the refresh option. When you make your blueprint even better, you can push those updates to your saved snapshot. It's awesome.
And that post-import checklist, this is where the magic really happens. This is the human touch after the automation. We're talking about updating the client's branding and logos, adding their specific contact info, tweaking automation triggers to fit their business, and personalizing the copy. This is what takes an amazing template and makes it feel 100% custom-built for them.
Now look, all of this is incredibly powerful, for sure. But let's be real. Building and managing these master blueprints takes time and effort. So what if you want all these benefits, but you just don't have the bandwidth to do it all yourself? Well, that's exactly where a service like GHL VA360 can be a lifesaver. They are experts in this stuff. They can handle the expert snapshot creation and management, run your client onboarding process flawlessly, and even do the done-for-you customization. It's like getting access to quality-trained HighLevel virtual assistants who can put this whole strategy on the fast track for you.
Because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. Snapshots let you scale your agency without having to proportionally scale your staff. That means you're not just growing, you're growing more profitably. It's about working smarter, improving your margins, and delivering value to clients faster than ever.
So, think about it. When you get all that time back, what are you going to do with it? What could you and your agency achieve if you weren't bogged down in manual setups? More sales calls? More high-level client strategy? Maybe even take a vacation? That's the real question, and that's the real power of this method.